Good evening, welcome back. So tonight, I thought I'd do a little tutorial video on basic tools that you will need if you're starting out scrapping. Now, first thing I do is look at my list to tell you something. You gotta look at what you're going to find most of in your area. Doing street scrapping, for example, that's what we'll base these tools on. Now, for me, I find mostly microwaves, fans, barbecues, vacuum cleaners, appliances like stoves, washers, dryers, and bicycles. All right. Now, my yard doesn't take vacuum cleaners, so we just cut the cords off and leave the rest. And if your yard takes them, you have to ask yourself this question. All right. Find out how much you're getting per ton and per pound. All right. Stay with me here. Now your vacuum cleaner, let's say, be generous, it weighs 10 pounds. Let's say you're getting 5 cents a pound. So you're only getting 50 cents for picking that freaking thing up. That vacuum cleaner, 50 lousy cents. And that's gonna take up a lot of space. Which also brings you back to what have you got for a vehicle? Do you have a car, a minivan, or an SUV, or a truck, or an SUV? So we got a car, at the bottom of the scale, that vacuum cleaner can take up a heck of a lot of room in the back. You can fit a lot of cords in that area. Now your cord, mind you, weighs about 2 pounds. Let's say they're paying you $1.20, $1.25. Let's round $1.50 per pound for that cord. Okay, that's a 2 pound cord. That's $3 for the cord and 50 cents for the rest of the vacuum cleaner. Leave the vacuum cleaner, ain't worth your time. Unless you have a big rig and like wasting space. Or both. So, with that being said, basic tools you're going to need are a ball peen hammer, like this, right? Some of them are around on the end most, and this is an antique one. The reason why I want a name like this, right, is there more forest per area. For example, you'll go to barbecues now. Your cast aluminum barbecues. Your top just pops open, a couple clips on it, pop them off, take your top off. Your bottom's held in by 4 bolts or screws in the bottom. Take your hammer, hit each one. Bam, 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 bam. You smash out around the screws because it's cast aluminum, breaks easy. You just let the top off, take it, leave the rest there. It's shred. Takes up a lot of room. Ain't worth your time. Now this is your next tool that you want. Because this is great for cutting off big plugs. Quick and easy. And for cutting the ends off of your barbecue, the barbecue regulator, because they are cast aluminum, and some goodies inside. So, that's why you need these 2 items. Very important. Now, bicycles. And unless it's aluminum, it ain't worth hauling. So, that's where you come into wrenches. I suggest you get ratcheting wrenches, because they'll come in handy in the future. I have mine at the house, but here's an example. You got an opening like this at one end, and this closed end has a ring inside that ratchets. So you loosen your bolt up with this, and then ratchet. Zing! And when you get into taking out compressors in the future, other things, there's very little space in there, and one of these ratchet things will go in great in there. So that's #1 tool, and it's a future investment. So you have to buy a second set of wrenches. All right. Now, screwdrivers and bit sets. Okay, just starting out. Go to your Dollar Tree if you're in the States, Dollar Store if you're up here in Canada, and get your little multi-end screwdrivers that you get with little bits. All right. Now, they come with little bits like this. All right, all your different bits. We're going to say that these will also fit in your portable drill, your battery powered drill, cordless drill, whatever you want to call it, in the future. So you'll have these bits for that when you get one, if you don't have one already. Then you go out and you buy a set of these. These are different lengths. There comes 3 in a package. They're extensions. They work in your drill, but they'll also go on your screwdriver, and you put your bit in here for extensions. Very, very handy, very cheap. Don't forget those. And microwaves. A lot of microwaves have security bits. security screws. So go get a security set. Something like this one here comes with a little ratchet, right? And once again, these will all fit in your screwdriver. Yep. That's why you get this model. So you can use these in your screwdriver as well. That you got from your cheap dollar store or Dollar Tree. So there's your screwdrivers taken care of. Now, you want your basic wire cutters. What you hear on the tail snow, I probably threw my gloves on them. Nope. But anyways, we all know what wire cutters look like. If you don't, you really shouldn't be handling tools. There's your wire cutters. A pair of these. You need these to cut wires off of everything else, you know, like off the backs of stoves, your small cords like on microwaves and stuff. These are what you need them for. Now, we're at the appliances. Now, most of your stuff, your appliances, most of your money is just inside the back covers. You got all your wiring. Just by chance, this fits 90% of the bolt heads on the back of washers and dryers and stoves. So you just need that, and your wrench. Boom, or your screwdriver. Off it comes. Easy peasy. So now you got your back off, all your wires are exposed. You cut all your wires with this. Now your top part, when you take the back off the top part, there's a bunch of switches. Pull all those switches off, rip them right off. Because the front plate of what most washers and dryers and stoves, where the buttons are, that is a sheet of stainless steel. So you want to get all the knobs off and pull that off. Pry that off with a screwdriver or whatever. It's just glued on there. All right. So that's just, you can tear stuff down quick. Just use a couple of tools. Now locking pliers. Because there's going to come a time where you want to hold something and take it apart. Like plugs. You haven't got you haven't got your shop set up. Hold your plug with these. Pull your prongs out with your these ones. Snip, snip, snip. Cut your copper off the ends. All that nice stuff. And as I said, security bits. Now a hatch is very important. Mine's still at the house, up in the yard there. One of them, can't find the other one. But a hatch is very important because it will help you get that aluminum sheet steel or sheet aluminum off the stoves and whatnot. You just put it in and tap with your hammer. Off it comes. Also, you have your badges, your name brand things, or thermostats on your barbecue. On the top part, you want to pop them off with it. Boom, quick and easy. And keep your thermostats, because sometimes the inside of them are copper. They get a little rod on the inside of them. All right. So that's all you need. So to recap, for tools, this is what you need. A big list, very expensive. Not. You need a ball peen hammer. Must have, makes everything quicker and easier. A screwdriver bit set from your dollar store, Dollar Tree. You need wire cutters for obvious reasons. Cutting your wires off inside the stoves and whatnot. Right on the fold. Your locking pliers, or what we call them vice grips. Right here. You need a pair of these. Really good to have with you. And most importantly, you need a magnet. Always have a magnet with you so you can tell what metal you're working with in the field. And to tear down even more, so you can figure out what you got, you get a file. I got one of these here, or you got another one I just set down here for purposes of the video, and I lost it. It's a chainsaw file. It's a round file. They're the best. And pipe wrench. Forgot the pipe wrench. Because a lot of times you'll come across water heaters. You know, big, bulky. You load them up if you want to. They're good for weight. But if you don't have the space in your vehicle's too small, you're going to want to unscrew the tops off them. Any brass and copper. Now, if you're going to get a 3-pound hammer like these, get one like this. I got 7. They came for like $19 for 2 of them. During sale. Because this is great when you start pounding apart transformers and stuff to get the copper out of. Right there. As I said, smaller space, more power per square inch compared to the other end. A little hint. I said I had the security bit set. Only the one I just showed you here is ideal. Because interchangeable with your hand screwdriver and your future, if you don't have it already, cordless drill. And your ratcheting wrenches are great. I mean, they're absolutely great. Especially in tight spots. and your cable cutters, right? Now, one thing I did put on the list here was a short handle pair of bolt cutters. And we'll get to the bicycles. As I said earlier, if they're aluminum frames, don't bother. Okay, however, bicycle tires, the outer rim, piece of the rim is sheet aluminum. So if you got your wrenches, pop off your tires, throw them in the trunk. Then what you do is when you get them home or someplace you work on them, pop the rubber off the tire. There should be a lining on the inside of the rim. Leave it there, don't touch it. I'll tell you in a minute. Then you're going to take and cut your spokes with your bolt cutter where they cross over. So you have to make one cut instead of two. Cut your time in half, right? Time's money. Then you take your strip off the inside of the rim and pop your things out there, your spokes. And now you got clean stainless steel, a sheet. And it usually weighs about 2 or 3 pounds. So you're looking at about $22 just for each rim. That quick? Yeah, it's fast. So the thing is, if you're starting out, even if you're getting further into it, go for the money, okay? Your microwave, pull up the one side that has your, everything like this on it. Has your magnetron in it. Because you got your magnets, you got your copper, your aluminum. Right there, you got your aluminum sheet. And you got a piece of brass. These things here, you just knock them out carefully. So, yeah, scraps don't know what that means. You'll find out quick. So yeah, keep all your switches and stuff because they have got brass and copper in them. And you come to a stove, take out your fuses and pull out the thing these fuses go into because it has copper rods in it. And these, excuse me, is getting warm out. This is brass, right? You put it in a cloth and you hit it with your hand and your heavy hammers on a piece of steel, boom, and get the glass off it, and there is some nice brass. It's all over the place, you guys. It's all over the place. Just watch other scrappers' channels, you know, find out where they're getting their stuff from. Learn what's in what. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial. I think I'll do the next one advanced equipment, like grinders, saws, and over there I got the hammer drill, electric powered hammer drill, and of course you got your Uggy Dug. Yeah, your ratchet thing is what you call it. Anyways, and you got your drill, and you got your other thing. Yeah, we'll figure it out after. I got Uggy Dug stuck in my head. You got them for your air ratchets, you know what I mean? But this one here is battery powered. Anyways, yeah. So there you go, guys. Figure out what you got for a vehicle first, and think from there. Look at what you're going to be scrapping, most of it, okay? And then get into what do you need. This little list here, if you watch what you're spending, cable cutters and everything, you're probably looking at 250 Canadian. If you're in Canada, probably $150 to $200 in the United States to buy this stuff. That's all you need. They're going to say, well, what about getting brass out of these? Okay? What's down the future? All right, I'm saving these all up because I'm putting a wood stove in the corner here this summer, so I'm working here all winter, and the wood over there. Cutting down my space, but I'll be able to use it all year. And it was too cold this winter. So yeah, you put them in a bottle, in a big pot that you find in the junkyard, in the scrap piles. Throw them on the boil, soften the rubber up. You put them in your vise and pop them out. That's future. Now you're probably saying, wire stripper. I need a wire stripper. Well, when I got into this, I had an insurance settlement, and I knew I wasn't able to do my job any longer because of my injuries. So I invested in a wire stripper. That's the only reason. I've used it maybe a half dozen times, but I made my money back off it because I got lucky and got a contract, got some big cable wire. If you look back in the videos, you see it. I made like hundreds of dollars. So I made my money off it. But anyways, that's not the whole thing here. For the amount of strippable wire you're going to get over the next 6 months, it's not worth buying one. In 6 months it is. Now here's what I'm saying. Take all your number one coat of wire, Bear Bright, throw it in buckets, okay? Weigh your bucket. A scale would be nice thing to have too. They're cheap, 80 bucks. You throw it in your bucket. Say this bucket with the wire in it weighs 10 pounds. Or 12, let's say it weighs 15 pounds. Okay, 5 pounds of that is going to be coating. So there's 10 pounds of Bear Bright in this bucket. That's $35 at $3.50 a pound, let's say. We get $3.80 here, but anyways, that's $3.50 a pound. So you save up 10 buckets, right, to strip. That's $350 right there. See where I'm going? Over to your wire stripper and get it to you. Buy the wire stripper. There's a lot of four-wheelers going tonight. Must be the weekend, which it is. So you get 10 of these buckets at $350. Go buy your stripper for $300. Strip it all your wire, take it in, get your $350 back. That must be a party of them. So basically save up your copper wire that you're going to strip. When you have 100 pounds of it, that's $350. So, yeah, about $350 at $35, $3.50 a pound. And that will give you $350. That's gonna get back more. Holy lifting. They're still going. Very distractive. Yeesh. I mentioned I live in the middle of nowhere, right? Anyhow, very distractive. So yeah, guys, just save stripper number 1 Bear Bright up until you got about 100 pounds of it. Then buy your stripper. Electric stripper. Nice big thing. Now then you won't need another one, right? Strip all your wire out that night that you get it. Take it in the next day. Get your money back and just spin on it. So you're only out that money for a couple of weeks. Wait for the stripper to come. Instead of getting it right away and not getting your money back in that return for months ahead. Not worth it. That's my opinion. So if you're broke like I am, like poor, I started out lucky. So I got all this stuff. But if I'm starting out from scratch, that's how I do it. So there you go, guys. Y'all take care, and thanks for being here. And next one, we'll maybe do some advanced tools like the other stuff here, and vices and workbases and whatnot. All right, guys. I might even have cleaned it by then. Y'all take care. Thanks for being here. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace out. God bless.